welcome back. We're now on episode 12 of the walkthrough. So before we do anything else, let's kind of change it to daytime. Now, to my knowledge, we have gotten the larval tiers and all that kind of stuff. Now, we've already went through this area and got all of our upgrades and things of that nature. So from this point on, it's just about, hitting some content. So, as I mentioned, we've already hit, this whole area is done. We're waiting on the camp before we hit over here. Everything in here is also done. So all we have is everything in this little area, the castle, and like the dragon fight. Then we'll be wrapped up. So we're gonna try to do all this episode, hopefully. So the next episode we can just kind of hit the North ruins and get on through to start Bonnie Village. So before we do anything else, we're just heading over to this little camp where we got our last fragment from. And when we get over here, like I said, we've already got the upgrade fragment. If you have not been following along for whatever reason, there is a fragment here. I will let you know, if you missed last episode, we got like fucking 10 fragments, guys. Like 10 fragments. Enough to jump up 3 or 4 levels. We're all the way up at like level 10 now. So, yeah, if you weren't following along, this walkthrough is, it's a newer channel, but I will say, I've done really well in this walkthrough. Just the stuff we've gotten, getting everyone the best start, powerful weapons, but a lot of upgrades. We've been killing shit. So if you've been missing out, you probably, to be honest, like completely honest, probably missed out on a lot of good stuff, guys. So I was just following along, or at least like when I say, hey, this episode's really good, there's a lot of good stuff, probably go back and at least watch that one, like last episode. Because there's a lot of shit in there that's going to help people out. Like, a lot. It really is. Not just upgrades, but quest items. Kind of secret items, hidden items. A boss fight that I didn't find for my first 2 playthroughs. It's not really hidden, just something in a place you wouldn't really look. You know what I mean? We got access to a map that might be kind of hidden for some people up north. And just a lot of good stuff that's really going to help some folks out. So, worth the mention. Alright, so now we got the camp clear, we got our cookbooks, and that's what's most important. And that's going to allow you to craft the mesmer fire grease and drawstring mesmer fire grease, as I spoke on before. The greases are okay, drawstring greases are just, I don't think they're worth anybody's time. Like, quite literally. Okay, shield. What the fuck is going on with this shield? I'm obviously holding it up. Like, I'm seriously curious at this point. What the fuck is going on with those? Twice in a row now. These guys are really easy to beat now, whether on horseback. You're gonna take them out, with him roaming up on you. You know what I mean? And before we press on, I'm gonna kind of go up on this hill. Oh, we got another big dude. The biggest, right? You gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's actually a pretty bad situation to get in. One of those basic soldiers just do hell of damage, y'all. But getting into that situation and also having the big dude, you look weird. I'm killing you. Brought a fruit to beach bone. He looks so unique. I was like, he's certainly gonna drop something cool, But nope. Alright, so we did get this cleared out, so that's that little upper area. We're not worried about that anymore. Nothing came from this, obviously, but, I want to check out that area. We'll get to it when we get to that side. That's another area I didn't really think to look. So now we can go around the structure, which I'm pretty sure nothing's here. Now these other structures, that's going to kind of lead into where the misbegottens are with our scarabs I mentioned last episode we have to get. One's Somber H, one's of Ash of War, I believe, for the new Smith script weapons, which we're about to get more of. This is pretty much like our Smith script episode. Because while we are trying to clear up this whole area and get to the Port of Reprimand, we've been following along, we're going for both forges. That's why we went up top. And we're just staying on our horse, guys, going through here. If you haven't been following along, this episode's about going to both forges, as I promised I would, to get everyone their Smith's Grip weapons if they want to do that build. However, besides the Ghost Blade Dragon and the Fort of Reprimand, we're going to try to get everything in this area, everything in the area done, because all there is for us to kind of just circle around this fort, taking out these guys, getting our scarabs, then, do the forge itself. And then we can jump over to our other forge, and if we have the time, we're coming back for like the fort and stuff. But most likely, it's going to be just this open area in both forges, as they will take some time. But that's going to put together some solid builds for some people, at least get you a weapon or two you may really like. So we're going to go over here, talk to our other forger brood, and there's where your cookbook 1 is. I was looking all over when we found the 2 to begin with. I'm like, how did we miss the 1? Where the fuck was the 1? So there's that. I wonder, that should all be in our like key items, I think. Good God. So far we have Forger Cookbook 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So we're just missing a 6. Now I gotta look through my notes and see what it goes up to, but I know there's one more Forager Brood, like literally on the hill, like right here. He's literally like, I think like right here this quarter. So, we're working our way up to that, but yeah, I definitely have to go through our notes and actually see how many cookbooks there are before we progress Moore's quest, because we can get, like I said, we can get Moore's equipment, his shield, which is going to help a lot of folks out, his armor, because, the final boss, you probably want a great shield for if you're not the best at the game. If you plan on getting past that guy. I didn't use that method, but I might at least let people know the method others have been using. So we're going to end this quest early, but if you end this quest early before you get all the cookbooks, you won't be able to get them anymore. You gotta remember, Moore travels around with the Forger Brood, Moore is no more, then neither are the Forger Brood giving us cookbooks, they'll just ignore us. So, I want to be careful how we navigate that one, guys. So we're going to go over here and take these guys out so we don't have even more ganging up on us. Yeah, they put up some damage to the sword. That's fine, so do we. Incantations are extremely useful, as always, especially for dealing with shit like that. You got multiple guys flying around, then we have pyromancies to tell it to spread, you gotta love it. So this is like kind of looking over the Fort of Reprimand, more importantly the Ghost Flame Dragon. But up here, there is some stuff, kind of just tucked around, mostly crafting. What the hell? Why is he down in the water? Is there something special about him? Is that like a malfunction? Now they're all looking at us. You know what? Let's do something fun real quick. Oh, I did so much damage. I hope I don't get killed. Being weird and doing it. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah. I was trying to go up into the Burno Flame to see if we could just take them all out, because they're all like surrounding that turtle. I was just wondering if something more was going on there. But we're done wasting time. We know there's nothing up on that cliff. I thought there was more upgrade items, to be completely honest with you guys. Any Hoosiers, doesn't really matter. So we just run up behind where we just were and work our way back. Now, I like to fully clear areas. That's just how I do it, because that ensures that I'm missing any items. But here in particular, guys, like, there is some scarabs. Scarabs disappear really quickly, right? And there's also a bunch of guys around that's going to try to kill you. So it might be better to take them out so we don't miss the scarab. So one scarab is behind those guys over there on the left. Their scarab is right here. See if we can just hopefully kill them in one shot. God, that tracking is garbage, bro. Can't say it enough. I love incantations, but why can't you just hit something that's 8 foot away, bro? This is crazy. At least I'll help them kill them faster if we can get to them before these guys annihilate us. Come here. Like, what the fuck? Alright, there's the Somber 8 I was talking about, and then we're going to also have the one over here. Now, there's nothing really else going on. Like I said, you can take the time and take these guys out if you wish. There's one, you see him. That's the Astro 4 we want to get. Maybe we can go behind these guys, but it's not guaranteed. I mean, we could kill the guys and then just reload, like quit the game, load back in, and the scarab will be back, and the guys will still be dead. I'm gonna try to prevent from doing that, you know. Alright, well, we don't have no choice now. That's what I was worried about. He just puts you in this position where it's really hard to actually get him. If these guys trying to kill you, they're flying all around, and you have to chase them down. They're chasing you. I mean, it's just such a fucking mess, to be honest with you guys. I don't know. I guess probably the best way. I mean, this can't be the way they had it intended for you just to play their game, I would assume. But like I said, it's just such a fucking mess that you're not going to get that scarab. I mean, hell, we could throw a fully charged end-game pyromancy at it, and it doesn't even do half the health of the scarab. At plus 10 with our fragments as well. So instead, we're going to have to load back in. Now these guys, like I said, they're going to stay dead. What the walls are all there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we got everything worth getting. We're just going to do a quick run through. You don't have to kill the guys. You don't have to get off the horn if you don't want to. But, you know, just to make sure we're not leaving anything. No, because there's a lobster. So we just want to kind of go, you know, around the structures here, guys. And just make sure we got it all. I guess, like I mentioned, I don't really remember anything else. We're going to get to that part later, so we're not worried about that. We got the scarabs. Yeah, that's all I had note for was the Somber 7 and then the Astro 4 for the Smith script weapon. I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's not just for Smith scripts, but it just works really well on one in particular. So now that we got all of that, and most importantly, the Forager Brood cookbook, probably the 2 scarabs in the Forager Brood cookbook is the only thing of real note I will mention, you know, I will say. Okay, tough guy. Come down here, I'll slap the shit out of you. Come on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna rush you. I wanna make sure you die. Asshole. Okay, so this forge can be, I don't know, it's not gonna say it's annoying, but what I will say is there's like, okay, so the big stone men that we fight in like our first forge, well, there's gonna be new versions now. For one, this forge is gonna introduce us to one, and the next forge is gonna introduce us to even a worse one. So this one, instead of just kind of pounding at you with their fists here and there, he has this huge bolt. He keeps on his head, but every now and then he'll pull it down and he can hit you with it. It's going to take about 60-70% of your health. But it throws out lava everywhere, so the lava is going to kill you really quickly too. And you got to fight him in between a space like this, a little bit bigger than this. You know what I mean? Space like this. You know, and it's not much when you're trying to work your way around the guy, so it's just highly inconvenient. If you guys remember though, we found out that the poise damage on the Beast Claw Hammer was so good, it was making these guys much easier. So I am going to switch to that temporarily. No, you know, it's not really a weapon I care to really use. It's nice when you first find it in the game, but it's just, we're kind of just way past that weapon-wise. But, you know, it's a good tool, you know what I mean? And some weapons are exactly that. You have weapons that are fun to use, you like using, but you also need to have weapons that you use for certain tasks, because it's just going to make everything easier. I can be hard-headed and be like, no, I like the weapon I'm using for my build, and then sit here and struggle when I don't have to. But, you know, there's certain weapons that just make the job much easier. So at this point, the only Smith script weapon we had found was the daggers. The daggers, the light attack throws the daggers. And I told you, typically, Smith script weapons, the light attack does, you know, like regular attacks, then you throw it with the left, right? So the dagger's the only one that throws with the light. Like I said, regular attacks, but then you throw it with R2. obviously you can charge it. You got like thrust, so it could be definitely a good choice. I really like this basic ass one we found though. The whole, you know, I probably really like that in the main game. That's just R1. It's just one R1 gets you 2, tap it twice gets you 5. Showing it off again in case people weren't tagging along, because that is fucking badass, you know, it really is. Alright, as far as moving forward, we did get everything, because there's a lot of stones and shit you don't really want to, you know, leave behind. They do add up, guys. You know, keep that in mind. They do add up. Alright. Just gonna kind of close this wall off. I don't know if it does something else, but I didn't find anything in my notes. So more lava balls. Lobby. So that's closed off. That's pretty much where we end. We're going to climb up on that, pull lever, and take that wall up. And the forge is right up there. But to get there, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit. Right? Damn. I told you, you're going to throw lava everywhere. Why not? It's not like they're annoying to fight, you know? Look at ourselves, we're already dead. Damn near. Look at that. About fucking one-shotted us, bro. Told you guys, this shit sucks. It's not just saying that, I assure you. Now, there's a few of these guys in here. Towards the end, we had to fight 2 of these guys at the same time in a little ass room. And that's a pretty open room compared to this, but it's not the biggest. We have to fight 2 of those guys. So there, I might suggest we just run past everything. So watch out right here. These guys do a little more damage than you'd expect from them. Make sure you get your stones. We're going to try to clear everything here like we always do, but yeah, towards the end when we get stuck with just 2 of those guys and we're about done, we have to just like run in a room to grab a weapon. We'll probably just run past them. I mean, it's a complete headache, you know. Okay, I didn't see him. Like, you let me out the corner, or fucking ridiculous. God, man, fix the fucking camera angles already. God damn it. Sorry, guys, that shit sucks. That actually is going to happen a lot going through the DLC if you haven't struggled with it yet. If you haven't suffered through it yet, I should say. You're going to get locked in the corners. In fact, the Divine Beast Dancing Lion about did it to us too. So, just a heads up. Try not to corner stuff like that, but with a big guy, that you got to be cautious for hitting you because he does so much fucking damage already. Sometimes you don't really have a choice, you know what I mean? So let's go up here first. I do not want this guy just spamming shit out of us while we're trying to fight, for obvious reasons. Shard saving is pretty good. I mean, if you have the time to actually pull them off, it's gonna be the thing. That one wasn't so bad. Sometimes they're really not. It's just about more of, learning. Once you learn how to fight them, which I've showed you guys, strike weapons, blunt weapons, hitting the weak spot on their back. And just make sure you're not using like a light greatsword, because criticals do zero damage. Daggers do zero damage. So if you're using a quick weapon like that, like a dex weapon, you still take them out, but instead of getting criticals, you just kind of step back and just attack them a lot on that weak spot while they're staggered. So we're going to get a talisman straight ahead. It's going to boost the damage of the new Smith's Grip weapons, but these guys are going to kind of fall on it. They're going to try to, get out of there. There's still some above us. That score works pretty good on them. Made life a lot easier. So that talisman specifically says it boosts the damage of throwing weapons. Now, I can't think of any weapons in the main game that get thrown besides, the Smith's Grip weapons. Now, if you can get creative and think of something, please share in the comments, because I've actually been thinking about it. There's a lot of weapons. I've actually really been thinking about all the weapons in the game. I can't think of one, Because to be honest, there's some talismans in the DLC that do boost up in the main game. Like, for one, we got... Oh, where is it? Right here. Where is it? I know it's down here somewhere. Right here. Talisman of the Dread. Raises potency. Raises potency of magma, so that works for Blasphemous Blade. Also works for the, the Magma Worm incantation, so keep that in mind. But, so it's just about how creative you want to get with it. So drop down, make sure you hit the little walkway there, or you're just, gotta fall down and have to make the whole run back again, so keep that in mind. Now this guy, you can fight him if you want to. I don't think there's a real reason to fight this guy, for the simple fact he never wakes up, and he doesn't fuck with me, so I don't fuck with him type thing. So now moving forward, we can pull this. And we're about done, but we need to go grab the Smith's Grip Circ, which is, in all honesty, pretty much just like a backhand blade. So you drop down, get your stones. So that wall just moved isn't the wall at the start. It looks like it just dropped you down the starting area, and it dropped this wall for us. But if you were to go over here, looking towards the west, that's, the wall where we came in at, not here. This is the first big open room we got to, and then we went right to go up the ladder. We fought the big guy right here. So this lets you get to another place. Now, like I said, I wouldn't suggest fighting these big guys. You can fight them if you want to, but there's two of them in this room. Then you need to come pull this lever, jump on this wall, and ride it up, before you get killed. One gives you enough trouble, and one's the lava type dude. But if you run over here to your left, you can grab the Smith's Grip Circ. Now we could try. Maybe we can put one down quick enough, but one critical doesn't really do anything. It's going to be quite challenging, to be completely honest. I would like to try to focus on one at a time, but see what I'm saying? It's not like it's not gonna be easy. We get one down, turns to a much easier thing. It's just, I don't know if we're gonna. Oh, I don't know, it's not too far away. Critical. Oh, fuck. Trying to get my fucking iframe. I mean, like I said, it's possible, right? But how long are you guys trying to be here? We got a whole nother forge to hit, you know what I mean? So I'd say let's just run in, get our shit, and get the fuck out. We were right at the end. I shouldn't have even fucked around with it. I know I shouldn't have. I said I shouldn't have. But at least for us, that wall should be down, because we didn't raise it back up. Should ride it out. I mean, hell, I guess we could even give it another chance. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to use our flask. Stone bar cracks here. Why not? bitch. Alright. So I'm going to use stone barb. I've never took them both out because they've always just gave me so much of a headache. Now I want to. Quicker that time, stone barb, buddy. Yeah, now we've already took it this far. I'm taking it out. I've never done it before, so usually I'm like, I ain't doing this shit. Fucking flying elbow drop on me, bro. Come on, one more. No sirree, Bob. No sirree, Bob. Alright. And we'll just walk around getting the rest of our stones and shit. And I never tried jumping down this for obvious reasons. I don't think that's the secret. I'm not risking it. Because guess what? We never even went and got our damn, Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, or a badass colossal weapon. This has got to be like the best colossal weapon in the game, or really close to it. It's a strength arcane weapon. Very, 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 very much a colossal weapon. I've never used it. I've seen people melt in the game with this fucking thing though. It's really badass. It's the meteoric or ancient greatsword, or ancient meteor, ancient meteoric or greatsword. Such a tongue twister. Then another ancient dragon smithstone stow. This thing's worth a mention, guys. Arcane 19, strength 35. The two-handing won't work. I bet you we could hit the stats though. Because like, let's just say we get rid of these, right? We're gonna put on the one for strength and the one for arcane. Two-handing. Might be able to reach the stat requirements for it. And then one for strength. Oh no, it'd be close. Yeah. So, yeah, very much a colossal weapon. Same moveset. Charge attacks, poke them. It's nice for colossal. But the Astral Boar is something to talk about. So you're getting a stats effect on that. And you constantly get a stats effect because it does do magic damage. Then 154 plus your scaling on, physical, and the magic 46 plus your scaling with your arcane. More magic, more strength, more physical. But the Astral Boar is crazy. White light charge. I don't really know what it does, but it summons white light from the crevice in the weapon's ancient meteoric ore, using its power for a charging attack which pierces foes. Additional input causes the light to explode. Oh shit. It's even better than I thought. Look at this shit, strength boys. Ain't no way y'all ain't fucking with this. Ain't no fucking way. If I was into colossal weapons, shit, I don't think I'd use another weapon. I mean, Ruin's greatsword and all that shit, but you guys have already seen that 1,000 times, So from there, like I said, we have all this done. We have the boss fight over here done, and larval tier. We have everything in here. All this, the darker stuff. Not up here. That's uphill. All this. That whole side of the road is done. The only thing we got here is more ruins, because we already got the upgrade for our summons here. We already took the path up north to get the fragment, and we even went uphill to get the fragment over here too, right? So only thing left is more ruins, which we do in next episode. It's gonna jump to we're gonna jump to ancient ruins base, or ancient raw base. We got 30 minutes left. We do need to report to Ansbach for the simple fact that we did find another cross over here in the Skidoo Altus. I don't know if we need to report this to him, but it feels right.
Right.
Yeah. Speak of the cross where the eye was abandoned.
I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye. Tender Mikkela's eye is no mere morsel of flesh.
See, I told
It
y'all.
is a vessel of soaring grace, proof of his imperial lineage. I wonder, does Mikkela the Kind intend to sever his very birthright, his fate as a child of the erdtree? Right concerning Kind Mikkela's intentions, why he is here. The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true godhood. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god we know all too well.
It's America.
Righteous.
Okay, so we're caught up with him.
Welcome. Goodbye.
Now we're gonna wait to break through Great Room a bit longer. We're getting close to that though, honestly, we're actually really close. So, the next episode we'll be going clearing the Morth Ruins. Then we're gonna go down, clear the Bonnie Village. Then we'll go this way and do the Bonnie Jail. And then we'll pretty much have enough time to hit this little shack and go up here, break the Great Rune, and get the Side of Grace. So that'll be then. But before we go down, so after that, so after this episode, that's pretty much all we got besides for the Reprimand. So then we'll do that. Then we'll start by hitting this tower, getting our larval tier, talking to our pests for another cookbook here, but getting this NPC so we do the Finger Ruins down south too. So that'll be the NPC and the breaking the Great Rune, which is all we need to go down south. But since we'll be right here, we're gonna hit this optional area in the back of Shadow Keep and hit a very hidden remembrance boss, and you know, then we'll probably be doing this, and then we're gonna wrap up down south. The Finger Ruins in the Cerulean Coast, Charlatan's Grave's already done. Then after that, guys, then we'll, you know, actually be going into Shadow Keep this way. But then after that, we gotta go through here, do all this optional stuff, and wrap up a whole zone we haven't seen yet. And then we'll go through this again and get work the tower to go up and take Mesmer out. Then come out here, and then we'll go take another section around. It's crazy. Like I said, you go through Shadow Keep 3 times, but I'm done being smartass. I'm just saying, like, there's so much content to do, and it keeps throwing you every which way, you know. But like I said, for us, next episode, Morth Ruins. If we haven't done the Fort of Reprimand, we'll do that. But realistically, Morth Ruins, Bonnie Village, Bonnie Jail, work up here, Tower, NPC, back to Shadow Keep, raw base. Then we'll be, you know, going down south. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff, and we want to do this stuff because it actually starts leading to incantations from the DLC, like real ones, like good ones, you know. And it leads to my favorite shield in the, you know, the DLC, which is a shield that actually does damage. Then talking to him over here is eventually going to lead to a really badass magic weapon that I want for this build. And it's cool because going through the Shadow Keep, even just the backside, the optional part that we're going to get to really shortly, that leads to more incantations and the Fire Knight Seal to boost the new type of pyromancies we're going to get. Just so much cool shit, guys, and we're getting into it now, you know, so I'm really excited about it. But let's go ahead and jump over to Ancient Ruins, Ancient Ruins base, and we're not going to be doing much here. Like I mentioned, this is one of our last stops before we go down south, but what we do want to do, as soon as you wake up this Side of Grace, you'll be looking this way, like southwest, turn around, that's all you got to do. Turn around, head straight back here. It's gonna be like a little camp. Smack them if you gotta. So as you see, we are, you know, on par level-wise to this area. You know, a couple hits are dead, so that's how we know we're on par. Now I will say, the forge we just did was hands down the most annoying forge. This one isn't bad at all. I mean, it's big. It's like the latest one you would typically find. So it's like, you know, probably the biggest forge. But it's nowhere near the worst one. I mean, hell, there's only 3. Just that one we did is, in my opinion, the worst forge we're gonna do. You want those guys on tight space. Now this has a bunch of big guys too, but the way it is, it's just much better. So I'm gonna take this guy out, and he's a heavy hitter. So. Yeah, pretty much. Just how, you're annoying. Just come down and fight, bro. It's not that difficult. Alright, go get this. It's an acid board. Really weird acid board, too. Come on, stop just staring at your hand, bro. Weird. So that's scatter shot. No, that's not the one I was thinking of. That's the other part. That one's actually cool. That goes really, really, really well with the Smith's Grip dagger. Obviously, scatter shot, so you're throwing a bunch of knives everywhere. And I do believe, like, you can put that on anything, like any kind of dagger or any kind of weapon that lets you use it. But I don't know. I'm trying to just scream Smith's Grip at me because of the fact you're throwing it. First and foremost. Come on, stop staring at your hand. I guess I'm just gonna refill my mana so he quits doing that. If I'm thinking I have my shield up and actually hit L1, I'll do incantation, but I won't stare at my hand for a minute, right? So that'll be nice. Hit the target. These guys, man. Jesus. Thank you. Hit you hard as fuck for that one. Alright, so now we're up to the forge after having our patience tested, which is pretty normal for Elden Ring. And we're gonna have a bunch of stuff downhill. We need to, thoroughly go through this area when we get here. So like I said, it isn't the farthest thing away, but still, it'll be a bit. Probably about 3-4 episodes. Because when we do Back of the Shadow Keep, even though it's just a small section of it, we're looking at 2 episodes there, There's a lot going on. At least, probably more realistically, 1.5, as long as we have a smooth experience there. But there's a lot of paths, and there's some enemies there. You guys... I'm gonna tell you something. If you've been struggling with the DLC, like even me, we've been like flying through it, but there's been some enemies that give us a little bit of trouble. But if you've been struggling, you ain't even seen a hard enemy yet. You have not seen a hard enemy yet. If you're wondering what I mean, go ask somebody that knows about the Fire Knight. They'll say what I mean. It's pretty much a basic enemy. Its moveset makes it so hard to beat. You can't fight it from range. You can't fight it up close no matter what it's doing. It's shredding you in 2 hits, you're dead no matter what. Like, it feels impossible until you, figure them out. It straight up feels impossible to beat. And you have to go through a dungeon, and we're going to fight, 20 of them. And it's just fucking, yeah. You're going to be like, this shit is so unfair. And then, you kind of get used to it and come up with some tactics. But, yeah, they're fucking, man. They damn near ruined my first playthrough. I'm not even kidding. They were horrible. But before we drop down, we're going to go on in here. Should be a big guy right to our right. What is this shield for? I'm genuinely curious at this point. It is fucking crazy, bro. Every time I go into it, I'm obviously holding it up. You guys see it on screen. And it's like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing my job. How are you still alive? Alright. So we go in here, grab the Smith's Grip axe. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's okay. It's one-handed. I ended up bringing this up to plus 25 on my other playthrough, the one I was taking notes for this on. And it's okay, you could change the affinities, but the fact of the matter is, it's a nice little one-handed axe. And I was doing a bait type thing, so I put fire affinity on it, You get fire damage, and you can throw it, inflict fire damage, and poise, poise break. National War Wild Strikes, which you can put whatever you want on it. But yeah, I felt like it may have been worth talking about. I thought it was pretty cool. So, As I mentioned, we're gonna get the entirety of the rest of our Smith's grip weapons here. You know, all the rest of them. The great hammer, the shield. We've already picked up the Smith's grip dagger, the Smith's grip spear, the Smith's grip sword, and now the Smith's grip axe. So we're only missing the great hammer and the shield, and that's it. So if you go down this way, there's nothing hidden, there's nothing over there, so, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's go ahead and go straight across. Go ahead and pick up the Smith's grip great hammer. Keep in mind, I said 11 faith to use any one of these weapons, so we're not going to reach the requirement, but... Oh, we do, even with only 22 strength? I thought this thing was 34. Probably got mixed up with another weapon. That's pretty cool. Now, since I did upgrade the axe on another plate, though, I wonder if I should maybe upgrade this one, even though I don't care for strength weapons that much. It's strength, but it's not colossal, you know? And if we're going to use something for breaking poise, we've used this for, you know, all of Elden Ring, or, you know what I mean? It's been around for years, right? This is something kind of new. So let's do this. Oh, you can't fast travel out of here? There's not even a boss. That sucks. I was just gonna fast travel real quick to upgrade this zombie because, you know, it just felt like it'd be worth doing just to play with something new, but I'm able to do that. But it doesn't mean we can't upgrade to bring it to the next spot, though. So that's where we came out. We did the cross here, so we need to work our way up. So we're going to go to the left first. It just kind of makes more sense. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to pay attention here because these guys, I told you it's going to be a new version. So the last version at the cave, the last forge, introduced us to the version that had the huge fire pot. Now we have a guy that shoots rocks out of his fist, and 2 shots with it, you're dead. There's going to be 2 of them up here, so we're not fighting these guys. If you want to try, you can, but I want to make sure we fit the entirety of the forge in this episode, so I'm not going to waste the time. We're going to jump down, go to the right, drop down there, get our smithing stones, and get back up. Then we're going to run to this room, grab an ancient dragon smithing stone there on the ledge, and just drop right down this pipe. Then we go into the right side. I want to mention that because it's going to go pretty quick, obviously, because we're running from 2 big-ass dudes, so... Go down right here. Get some stones. Nothing else. If this guy starts shooting his fucking rock fist, man, you're fucked. It's this one. And you do want to fight him if you do have the time, though. There's another version we could fight up here, but he could drop that. It's a fist weapon. Really rare fist weapon. They're already both on us. We'll fight the other one. Just run and jump. Fuck it. We did get the ancient dragon smithing stone. Yes, there's one more in this area. I don't think it's a guaranteed drop, guys, to be honest. But what it is a badass fist weapon for strength. For strength to have a fist weapon. Because most of them, like beast calls and stuff, have been like more dex, right? So if we take this first right, we can get a somber 8. Their stones aren't really worth talking about that much, you know. Just regular smithing stones, but 8's pretty, you know, they're expensive. They're 20,000 runes to buy them. So instead of dropping here, we're going to go this path. Now we're going to have a lot of those little blobs to fight with 2 of these big guys. So what we want to do is get this big guy down as fast as we can, guys. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at here. Probably better just try to use heavy attacks on them. Try to get that poise broken. Alright, mission accomplished. Got him down before the other one dropped down. That's just really nice. Hey, we these fuckers. Go in the back, grab our smithing stones, and get ready for another fight. So that was the one that would usually drop his shit, his fist. I think this is a bowl guy, yeah, so he's not going to drop nothing for us. Unfortunately. Made like, damn, maybe I just need to go for the charged heavy and say, you know, fuck the damn Asher 4, fuck the critical. And so this is one of my favorites, the Smith Script Shield. Love this thing, so dope. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, I can't put no shield on. In fact, this is upgraded with regular Smith & Stones. It's the only weapon or shield or any piece of equipment I've ever seen that gets upgraded with regular stones, but you cannot change the Asher 4 on, because the Asher 4 is the Smith Script. And it's just like I said, completely badass. This thing, like the damage, the numbers wise, don't look that impressive. It's on like 4 something, but you literally did it twice. And like those black, the foot soldiers that are on black, they're dead. What I like about it is if they're positioned right. Let's say they're about to hit you, right? And you throw this out, this will hit them. It'll come back and hit them in the back of the head, and it'll throw their attack off so they can't land their attack. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant. If you know how to use it, like, you know, after I went through and played around with it for a bit and actually learned how to use it properly, this thing was devastating because it hits them from the front, then it hits them from the back again, and it just gets lodged in them, does a lot of damage. Now, as far as the Asher 4 goes, I never wanted to change it. I wanted to change the affinity, put like frostbite or fire on it. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you do that. Because I was like, damn, that'd be so badass if I could have like a frostbite fucking shield, you know what I mean? And the damage negation isn't the best. Small shield. We still get 74 to physical, which isn't the worst. I know it's got low other shit. 38, 30. I mean, that's pretty basic, though. That's about the same as everything else. You always want to, you know, dodge your magic and fire and all that shit anyway. Unless you have one of those special shields to deal with that kind of thing. Yeah, I hit him twice. Fucker. Wait, are you the one that dropped the shit? I want to drop the fist weapon for me. Okay, so yeah, I didn't think it was a guaranteed drop, but like I said, I did feel like it was worth the mention, just in case, because I have got them before. There's like rock fists, do good poise damage, good base damage, but you could do that Asher 4 where you shoot rocks out of your, you know, your hands, which is pretty cool. But anyways, just jump back over that gap, guys, and you want to go upstairs here. Obviously, get your stones, but there's your lever. Now, what this is going to do is move the pipe, kind of like the, you know, the first one we were in, the first forge we were in. That kind of drops back down to the start of this place. Now, the pipes drop to never get back up to that lever, so if you miss something, you won't be able to get to it, right? And this jumps too far, but if you go back into the room where you got the Somber 8, you just drop down that ledge, jump across, just like before, going down gets you nowhere. You know, that's where we came in at. We know we already hit that. We've already hit these other sections. Yeah, that's where you came out and then dropped down there. You guys know what I mean. And the only place to actually go is over here on your left, which is not completed till you get to the altar. So this altar, even though the first two give us really, really badass strength weapons, this one does not give you a weapon. It's going to give you a summons, which is the big rock guys. So decent damage, and they're extremely fucking tanky. You know what I mean? There's that. Tayew the Golem, and then you got Ancient Dragon Stone again. Oh, so it can drop that back down. The other reason I wanted it to drop down again before was simply for the fact that I was trying to farm that one guy. Yeah, so it just sets you back up like it did before. That's cool. We're done here since we did, you know, finish the forge. So I'm going to go over to the Lost Table of Grace and probably bring the shield to plus 25 and the Great Hammer. I don't think I'm going to, like, stick with the Great Hammer or anything like that. But, I mean, to play around with it a little bit, you know, show off some more DLC stuff, why not? I mean, I have a shit ton of Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones, and I know we'll get more. Oh, but I am gonna have to probably make a choice here as enough. So I have enough for 2 things. After that, I won't be able to bring nothing else up. I mean, without purchasing stones, which is fine. Everything else I have enough for 3 weapons. This I'll be short with at 9. So probably could just go ahead and buy now. So, although this shit's expensive to upgrade, I'm more worried with the shield than anything else. Because it's not like I'm going to use this as a main weapon for the rest of my playthrough, guys. But the shield is something I could always switch back into. I'm not even saying I will, because we're going to get other badass shields too. So as I said, the damage don't even look that impressive. 176 plus 77 is virtually nothing in the main game. But it comes out really quick, and you'd be surprised the damage it does do. I mean, with your upgrades in the DLC and all that type of shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, I have 11, so I'll still have 10 Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones. So this in the base game does 546, that is it. But you also got to keep in mind, we have not changed affinities yet either. So if I were to put this on heavy and actually had strength scaling, which I don't, it'd be way higher. So, a few things we could use. Red mains. It's charged, but we can't use like Flaming Strike, unfortunately. Oh, you know it would be badass on it though. Like Sword Dance or something. Savage Lion Claw would be pretty cool. I guess we can go that route. Flame Art, get a lot of damage, fire, Great Hammer. Cold is okay. Let's go Flame Art on this bad boy. Now we're looking at 745 with no strength at all. That is insane. Like I said, the shield does nothing, unfortunately, but that's cool. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and start from here. Where are we at on time, though? We don't even have enough time. Damn it. I'm going to try to see if we could rush down the dragon and take him out. And give us another Somber 4. And although we have a shit ton of Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones, we hardly have any Ancient Somber Dragon Smithing Stones. We only have 4. This will get us 5. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. This is yeah, not bad. Not the same as everything else. So up close, it just seems like a regular charge, but you're actually, throwing it. Even when it comes out quick, it does a lot of damage. So charging, it's gonna be better because, said you also charge these. Do a lofty throw. We got the shield, which this shield's got. Before they nerfed it, the shield had crazy range, and it still does. Like, he used to hit this guy from even way farther than this. You know what I'm saying? Look at that fucking poise, bro. I love this thing. Tracking is amazing. Fortunately, can't change the affinity. It's just a good way to kind of have a ranged attack for melee. Even if you didn't want to use the main weapon as a, for a melee build, you didn't want to use the main weapon as a smith's grip, just having the shield still gives you range and then some protection as well. You know what I mean? So definitely worth talking about. We'll go down here and try to fight the dragon. I am going to switch up weapons for that though. Even though we just upgraded this stuff to the fucking dragon katanas, it's got to be your best bet at all times. Like I said earlier, there's a whole camp of these assholes. A whole freaking camp of them. And even though the dragon's trying to kill them, their only mission in life is to try to kill us. Like, they'll sit there and let the dragon kill them just to attack us. They're retarded. scared most of them. You can sit back and wait, but you'd be waiting forever. Good God, bro. Okay, we get it. You can spam shit. You got these guys, fucking perfumers, all types of shit. Oh, we're dead. Oh, yeah, he sucks. I knocked him right there. Dude, this shit will do wonders on Melania doing water bound. It's like in that fight, you get so blind and disrupt your shit. I told you this shit's dope, dude. Makes them not so bad, don't it? Alright, let's try and get this asshole. Come on, buddy, where you at? Oh, no. Sorry. There's your repeating crossbow. We were looking for that earlier. Come on, stagger, you prick. Almost that time on the episode. There we go. Here's that. This weapon's more of a tool. Makes these fucking dragon fights really easy. Or, a lot easier. They typically are totally hit us above there. Big damage. This thing's over. That's how you wrap up a dragon fight when you're out of time on the episode. You know what I mean? Get my somber 10, dick. Dragonheart, Somber 10, like I said. And before we close out, we're just going to have to start next episode of the Fort of Reprimand before we move on, to more ruins. I'm pretty sure we checked in the tents. Usually he destroys them all. Or there was something in one of them. There's another camp right up the street. I might be getting my notes for that. Ember of Mesmer, that just brings you back around those guys. And obviously over here is where we got the Spirit Springs. We know we don't have to hit that either. Is it by this tent? No, because that just brought us all the way back around. So we're going to jump up here really quick to check this out. I want to say it's where we were checked out. That was the lake. Yeah, where we died to the little worm dude like a dumbass. And we're just overlooking the Fort of Reprimand. Let's go ahead and jump on down here, guys. So, just take that cliff, jump on down, or, just run through the little tunnel there. Regardless, you'll know how to get here. We're going to go ahead and wrap up here. So, like I said, next episode will be Fort of Reprimand, wrapping this on up. I guess we'll make a quick trip up here just to make sure there wasn't no loot because we only went for the upgrade. And then we'll jump over to Morth Ruins, heading over to Bonnie Village. So y'all stay tuned, and we will be back here shortly.